Hi, fifth graders. I'm Mr. Casper. I'm the band teacher here at Pine Lake Middle School. Here's some information for you. It's me, Mr. Casper, Casper B at isquad.wednet.edu with any questions you may have. I love teaching this class so very much because of the variety of instruments that we have here behind us and the awesome sound we can make when we put them all together. Today I've got my two of my three sons helping out today. This is Noah, fifth grader, and this is Caleb, first grader. They're going to be helping out showing some of these instruments. Now, for this year-long elective for beginning band, it's for all three trimesters, you have the opportunity to pick from 4 instruments. And to start with, we're going to start with beginning band woodwind is one choice. Caleb, just stand on up. Just going to hold the flute for you. As you can see, the flute, silver, when you blow into the head joint, it makes the higher sounds of the instruments. So you're good. You can hold it off to the side. That's great. Excellent, Caleb. Very good. Getting better and better. And the second instrument which we have is the clarinet, which actually for a reed, when you blow into the mouthpiece, you get through the reed, it vibrates the reed and makes all different kinds of sound. Caleb, if you want to go ahead and hold that too. Good. And this is the more lower sounds of the woodwind section. It can play high as well, but not as high as the flute. So that's the clarinet. Cool. Thank you, Caleb. In the second class you can choose from is beginning brass. So you got that right there. So, and Noah's going to show the 2 instruments that we can choose from. The first one's the trumpet, the highest instrument of the brass section. Has 3 valves and a mouthpiece. It makes all high, middle, and low sounds. Thank you, Noah. The lower sounds come from the below brass section with the trombone. And you notice it's colored. So it's got a couple different colors you can choose from. And when you move the slide and you have a mouthpiece, just like all the brass instruments, when you just change your lip tension and blow differently, you can change all the different sounds. Good. Thank you, Noah. So, 5th graders, after a few months of playing on those instruments, you have the opportunity to branch out in as many as 10 different instruments. And I'll quickly go through all these for you. For the woodwinds, you can branch out into the oboe, the bassoon, the lower sounds of the woodwind section, the bass clarinet, again, lower sound, low woodwind section, the bass clarinet. And then you get into the saxophone family, where you have 3 different types. You have the alto sax, the smallest one. You've got the tenor saxophone, a little bit bigger, the medium-sized one. And then the low woodwinds for the bari sax. So you got these 2. So, whoa, big bari sax. Now, for the brass, you can branch out into the French horn. Here's the French horn. And then you can also branch out into the low brass, the euphonium. And lastly, the tuba, the low brass. And there's another family. Oh, and then this too. And then after a year, you can branch out into a silver or blacker colored brass trombone from the plastic trombone. So that's that one. And lastly, the family that I have not talked about yet, the percussion family. And there's so much more than the snare drum here. There's a whole big section that you can play from, but the snare drum is one of those you can break out into after a couple of months doing the percussion section. Great. So everybody, 5th graders, thank you for taking the time to watch this part of the PLMS video. And I hope you pick beginning band here at Pine Lake. If you have any questions, again, make sure that you email me, Mr. Casper, at casperb at isquad.wednet.edu. I look forward to seeing all of you next year at Pine Lake Middle School. Before you go, if you could, go ahead and listen to SUSA, the Stars and Stripes Forever, the President's Own U.S. Marine Marching Band, and you can listen to what a band sounds like all together. And then after that, please take a listen to our now 8th grade band who plays Thriller. They were back in 7th grade when they played this. And you'll see what it looks like when we have all the Pine Lakers playing together. Okay, thank you everybody. Be well, be safe, and I hope to see you next year in the band class at Pine Lake. Take care.